If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
Yes. We were just looking at how to install TypeScript, running some proxy issues.
Okay,
and
okay.
trying to
I'll
figure
do
out
that.
why.
1 minute. I'll tell you.
Yeah, we're
I'll
just
tell you.
kind
I'll
of,
tell you.
I'm stuck, but
No
probably not
issues. You want
everybody
to share your
else.
screen?
Okay.
You want to share? If you share
Sure,
your screen,
oh yeah, sure.
I'll help
I
you
don't
if you
know if
share your
I'm,
screen.
yeah, so yeah, I'm sharing my screen, did this and getting these proxy errors.
Okay. So please don't use
Sure.
PowerShell here. Go for right side. Can you kill all the terminals? Delete all the terminals, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you go to the terminal?
Whoops.
In the terminal, click on the new terminal. Please click
Yep.
on the new terminal. So can you delete all the terminals? Right side, you can see the delete button. Yeah, end of every terminal. Yes.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Got it.
After the plus symbol, you can see a down arrow. Can you click on the down arrow? Again, can you open the terminal once?
New terminal.
Right. Yep. Can you click on the after the plus symbol? You can see the down arrow. Click on it. Click on the third one. Yes. Now can you type npm space I space -g space TypeScript. Hit enter.
Let's see.
What's wrong here? npm
Here.
Okay. Authentication required in the sense you have some issue with your what will be called your system. Can you click on the down? I mean your start button. Can you click on the start button? Search you have right down in the taskbar down. Down you can see the search, right? Can you click on the search? Down. Yes. Down. Search. Yes. Put the mouse on the search.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Can you type command there? Command command. Wait, don't press anything. Okay. In the Node.js, you can see the run as administrator under the Node.js. Not here.
Node.js.
Node.js. Yes. Right. Run as admin. Can you do that one? Can you? Right. Now can you type npm space I space -g space TypeScript. Hit enter, please. A proxy authentication required. Can you copy that link and type in the URL? I think you have an issue with your system. Okay. Yes. Copy the link. Yes. Open any browser and paste the link. Chrome or somewhere.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Can you open Chrome or Google Chrome or Edge or something and open it, paste it? Can you paste that one? Right. You're not getting?
Do what?
No. Can you place it in? You're getting the same error. Okay. So there is an issue with your system here. You don't have the installation privilege. Hello.
So yeah, so it's something with my internet connection.
Yes.
I have global.
Your system is not accepting your installation privilege. It's not the issue with our side here. Your system is not supporting the installation npm install. Can you try npx? Npx instead of npm. Can you type npx?
Okay, hold on. npx
space same I space -g
I space g
yes -g right. TypeScript. Can you try TypeScript? Hit enter. So you have an issue with your system here. Okay. It's not the issue with my thing and all. Your system is having some privileges. Your system is it company provided system?
Yes, it is.
Or maybe they given the restriction. They provided the restriction privileges. You need to ask your administrator to do that one. Okay.
Okay. I'll just I guess catch up later. I'll stay, but I'll have to catch up later.
I cannot help you in this one. Why? Because your system is controlled by your administrator. Okay.
Thanks.
So can you please confirm, are you able to see my screen?
Hey, before we go further, how do you set up the proxy for npm?
Not required to set up any proxy for npm. npm is a by default entry, right?
Correct, but when you are working in enterprise companies, definitely there will be a proxy
You
which
need to,
belongs to.
I am not aware of that one. Your administrator will take care about it.
Normally, admins won't support the open
Yes.
sources, VS Code,
Yes,
and
yes,
all
yes.
these.
They have to give the download privilege here. Without that,
They
we
won't
cannot do.
support this. They don't
Uh-huh.
support Eclipse and VS Code related one.
Then what to do?
Yeah,
I'm not.
because it is not a firewall problem because some of the people are not we are able to install it. So only certain territory, right? Basically, if you are not as your user ID is not a local admin, maybe
I'm
one
not
thing
aware
that.
of it there. This
Okay.
is Angular. Can you please try this one? In case if you're not able to do that one, you'll not have any Angular software also. Okay. That I'm not aware. Why? Because your admin should have the download privilege. Okay.
Good point, Rama. I think administrator privileges may have to check that.
Yes. Okay.
I think you
Right,
have to
guys.
install the software. Yeah.
Right. So let me continue with the last class, guys. Guys, if you remember in the last class, we were given the introduction to TypeScript here. Today, we will be working with TypeScript for some time, 30 minutes or something. Then we'll move to the what will be called Angular implementation. Okay. So first of all, if you remember, let's say I'm going to be creating a new folder. Okay. So ZaranTech. So C drive, ZaranTech. So let me open create a folder for you. Let me create a folder, something called as a TS. Okay, something app01. Let me open the folder here. C drive, ZaranTech, TS-app01. It's very simple, an empty folder with me. Okay, and I'm going to be creating a first file, something called as a p1.ts. I mean, it's a program1.ts. If you remember, we discussed the same thing. See, guys, when you work with any real-time application, you need something called as a object-oriented programming. I repeat, an object-oriented programming is essential for any real-time programming. Why do we need object-oriented programming? So basic information in case if anybody new to object-oriented programming. So any application containing something called as a registered customers are programmable using OOPs. So what are OOPs? Object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming methodology used to program the objects. So each and every customer, example, customer in a bank is an object. Okay, employee in a company is an object. For example, student in a college is an object. So you can understand that anyone, anywhere, if you have something called as a registered, or you can call it as a subscriber, is an object. Am I clear? So any place, anywhere, if you have anything like a subscriber is an object. So this object-oriented manipulation will be done by the object-oriented methodology. And do remember, JavaScript will not support object-oriented programming. JavaScript will not support object-oriented programming. ES6, or you can call it as a ECMAScript. ECMAScript is what will be called a transpiler, which takes OOP syntax and convert into JavaScript. I repeat, guys, ECMAScript is a transpiler which takes OOP syntax, regular OOP syntax, and convert into JavaScript. Example, we have something called as a TypeScript and Babel. So what is TypeScript? TypeScript is an ECMAScript ES6 from Microsoft. What it will do is, which takes OOPS syntax and convert into JavaScript. Take a minute of time and you can ask me any questions if you have.
Other question is that how hoops concept will be removed in the JavaScript, right? How it is possible?
It's not like removed here. JavaScript is specially designed for DOM man. I mean, JavaScript is specially designed for programming in the browser. So in that case, it doesn't need object-oriented programming like encapsulation, abstraction, and all. Understand? Example, JavaScript will not understand a statement like containing class or a method or object or a constructor and all. Am I clear? That's a default behavior of a JavaScript. In order to implement, it is having something called as a JavaScript and object-oriented style of code. And that code is very difficult. So you write any TypeScript or something, and that will be converted into JavaScript with the help of ES6, like TypeScript or Babel. Am I clear now?
Yeah.
Right. Now, if you remember to install, you need to say npm install -g, okay, TypeScript. Now, what will happen after successful installation? After successful installation, for example, when you install, if you install something called as a TypeScript, you'll be getting a TSC. Okay, command gets available. TSC command gets available. Okay, one second. Hello. Gets available. Right. And here to create a file, you need to say file name one.ts. To transpile, you need to say that tsc file name.ts. What will happen after successful translation? We'll be getting JavaScript file gets created. Okay, to run JavaScript file, we need to say that node file name.js. Any questions? This is what we discussed in the last class. For your understanding,
Yeah, I saw that in the last class.
Very good.
I was trying to find your notes from the last class that you've been typing in, these notepads or Word, and I couldn't find it on your site under anywhere. I saw the videos, but didn't know where your notes were.
I'll send it once again. Now coming here,
Okay.
I'm going to be creating a very basic example here. Class. So class is used to create any user defined data type for creating the objects. For example, if you have a class where you want to store the details of a student, you're going to be writing like this. Now, what exactly this is? It is a new data type created by a programmer which need object orientation with security. So you'll be writing class name. For example, I want to have a variable which containing something called as a ID and followed by the data type called as a number. In this case, what will happen, you will be having an object of a student. Every object will have an ID. Example, I'm also having something called as a student name. So this is how you can declare a variable. Now this is a class in case if you have any variable which want to maintain the object, you need to create an object. You need to instantiate. So that is possible using new followed by the class name. The object is going to be created and these are secure. And how do we set the data? There are many ways. You can use a constructor. You can use a public set details. So which containing ID followed by student name followed by course followed by something. Okay. So this ID equal to ID. Right. So this student name equal to student name. This course equal to course. And here public get details. Right. And you want to display console.log backward ID. So this dot ID. Name of the student. This dot student. Course. This dot course. Now coming here, I want to have two students. Let S1 followed by S2. And coming here, S1 dot set details. Let's say 101. Let's say the name of the student is Raj and the course is .NET Core. So let's say the student 2 set details something called Dave and his course is Angular. Fees is 15,000. course, something. Okay, only course. Now you want to have this one, s1.getDetails, s2.getDetails. Yeah, so this is how you can secure. Now here, the data in this any student object is not accessible due to its production level. You need to have a respect to methods. Let's go to the terminal, new terminal. Let me open my regular terminal, right? Say Typescript, tsc, file name, p1.ts. I can use p1.ts or p1, so it will cover only the ts extension. So the respective JS file gets created, and it's working fine. Understand, guys? So I'll give you 5 minutes time. Try this one. Okay, try this, guys.
Are you going to copy the paste it into the chat, or should we just type it all
So I'll
ourselves?
do that.
I guess
You want the code in the chat window? So okay, I'll do that one.
we can do that. Or
Yes, I'm giving you. I think you have a feature called as a TypeScript online. Okay. So TypeScript.org. Can you check once? Yes. TypeScript compiler. TypeScriptlang.org. You can try like this. Okay, examples like this you can practice. Okay. Something wrong. Run. Yes, it's working fine. Okay. So if anybody is having issue, you can search in the TypeScriptlang.org. So anybody's having issue with the software, they can try over this website, guys.
Could you put it in the chat, that URL? Typescript laying org, right?
Yes, I given the code in the chat window. You can see the code in the chat window. Teams.
Yeah, here you are declaring these variables as a private, and in the set details method, you are declaring that method as a public and passing that parameters, and within that method, you are passing to that private ID values, right? And reading it in the get details.
So hope you done this. And here is the what I given. First I given TSC. Then I given. So when you give a TSC P1, the JS file will automatically create. This is the JavaScript prototype code. So the student class of original syntax is going to be like this, which is required for your JavaScript. Okay.
Yeah, here you given as you declare the variables as private.
Yes, data members.
You declare
the class are private, which needs some security.
Yeah. Okay.
So guys,
and in the
yes,
public, you declare the methods as public.
Absolutely. Now coming here, if you ask me the question, what is a class? What is a method? Okay. See guys, what is a class? What is a method? What are the class contains? What a class contains? Okay. What is method? What is data member? So first of all, a class, it is a user defined data type user to create own type. Classes are user to implement business logic and presentation logic. So what a class contains? A class contains variables and functions called data members and member functions. Okay, what is a class property? Property refers to data member, nothing but a variable inside a class. What is a method? Property, this is property, right? A method refers to function inside a class. Let me have the copy of this one, separate file. Save this. Right. Okay. So, shall we start, guys? Hello. Here is the first example. Example 1. Okay, so what is the name of the file? p1.ts. To transpile, you can say that tsc p1.ts. To run node p1.ts. Can you please confirm, are we clear, everybody? Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So when you remember, this is
so what is the difference between class and its property? Property is one of its attributes.
class and
Property.
property is a variable inside a class.
Okay. Very good.
Any variable inside a class is a property. Okay, any variable inside a class is a property. Like variable like employee ID, employee name. Okay.
Okay.
Employee ID, employee name. Everything is a property. Am I clear?
Yeah. Method is you call it as.
Right. Method is a variable inside a class. Method is a variable inside a class.
Everything is a variable. You mean?
Yes. Any variable inside a class called as a method. And if you want to create a new data type, then we'll be using class. Class is used to create a new data type. Example, employee is a class, student is a class, okay, a customer in a bank is a class. Anywhere, like if you go for any place, there will be a customer, okay, that will be a class. And for the class, if you create any variable, that is going to be object. So I'll keep all this for your reference. I'll upload this one in the like last class, how you got like this, I'll upload. Okay. The last class also I sent. I don't know why it was not uploaded. Right. Now coming here, what is an object? An object is an instance of a class. You can understand that a variable declared for a class is an object. Okay. Understand? Can you please confirm? Will we start, guys?
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah. I'm just looking that statement.
Right.
Object and variable. Yeah.
Right. So access modifiers, private, public, protected. What are these actually? So access modifiers are used to provide scope of the member within a class. There are three access modifiers: private, public, and protected. What are private? Used to restrict member access within the class only. So the variable within the private is not available outside. Public, used to provide access of member within the class and outside.
Totally.
Right. Protected, used to provide access of member within and all derived classes. We'll be understanding this one in some time. I provided everything for your reference. Okay. Clear, everybody?
Yeah.
Now coming here, we understand what is a class, and we also understand how to create a class, and I've taken the variable called as a student class. In the student class, student is a class. S1 and S2 are the objects. Data member, ID, name, course are the data members. Set details and get details are the methods. 1 minute, yes. Guys, I need 1 minute, I'm coming. 1 minute.
Daddy, let's go up on.
So, next one, if you ask me the question, how do I pass the details while creating an object? So we have a feature called as a constructor method. What it is? Constructor. See, constructor is a special method user to instantiate class members. So you can understand that it is specially designed to provide default values for the class members. I want to provide the details to it. For example, I have a class called as a P2. Name of the class is person. So let's say P1 equal to new person, P2 equal to new person. Now the question is, whenever I created the class, I want to have the details to be supplied. So we can say, I want to secure data like person I name, gender, and age. Will you understand what I'm trying to do, guys? I have 3 data members, name, gender, and age. But I want to supply the details while creating the object. How do I do this one? Public constructor. So we need to have a constructor. Constructor is a special method. What do you want? I want to have a number. I want to have name. I want to have age. So here what I can say, this dot id equal to id, this dot person name equal to person name, this dot gender, sorry, age equal to age. It is not required, gender, name, age. Name. So coming here, I can provide the name of the person is Raj, gender is male, age is something called 30. Coming to Chika, email, 35, something. I want to get the details. What do I do? It's public, get the details. So here I can say console.log name, this dot, person name, gender, age. Coming here, I can specify p1 dot get the details, p2 dot get details. So I want everybody to mute yourself, please. Clear? Now coming here, I want to go for TSC, P2, node followed by P2. Very good. So let me copy this code in the chat window. Guys, hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. We're here.
You are here.
Just
You are
trying
able
to
to hear
type.
me, right?
Yeah, we're just trying to type it in while you're
Right.
going.
Let me.
We can hear you.
You can hear me, right? So where is it?
Yes.
1 second. 1 second. Where is your? So where is that screen? I'm not able to see a screen. This one, right?
Yes.
Where is it, John? Where is it? Can you put a hello message in the chat box? Any one of you, please.
So
I cannot see the chat window. I don't know where it is missing. Hello.
We can hear you.
No, I'm not able to see the Teams in my screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I put a chat window. Put hello there.
Teams, yes. Right. You're able to see me?
Now it is
Yes.
disappeared.
Till now.
Yeah, it is there, right? The names
Yeah.
are coming, right? Yeah.
I am not able to see your people. I don't know what was the issue. 1 second. Angular manager, yes. Right. 1 second. I'm not able to see the screen here. Something wrong to me. Teams. Teams setup. I don't know, something wrong here. 1 second. I'm not able to see any Teams window in with me. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute, please. Where it is missing here? 1 second. 1 second. Teams. Teams. Anybody's there? I don't know. 1 second. I'm really sorry, guys. 1 minute. Let me call to your two. Right. Got it. Okay. Guys, I believe you can see me. I want everybody to mute here. Somebody is talking here. I don't know who is that. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Guys, able to hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know. Some people are talking here. Lyles
Hey.
Mendes. Can you please mute yourself?
Yeah, I was muted.
Somebody like Lyles. Okay. And another one.
Now everybody is muted.
Everybody's muted, right? Somewhere I'm getting some. Okay.
Now you see that. Now you should not get it.
You're not getting any other voice, additional voice to you?
No, we are not getting it. We are
But
not
I'm
getting
getting
it.
some voice, some people, some. Okay. Anyhow, this is my second example. This one also I'm giving you in the chat window. You can try this. Send you in the chat window, guys. Same example, you can try this. Guys, clear?
Yes. Clear.
So guys, what is a class? What is a method? How to set the details and how to get the details we saw. Now the question is, why you're talking about object-oriented programming on this training program? Very clear. See here, Angular project structure. Okay, contains oops syntax using TypeScript. This is very, very important. Create any Angular project. If you create any Angular project, you will be having something called as a TypeScript. That is the first thing. So why do we need TypeScript on the context of Angular? So Angular project structure contains oops syntax using TypeScript. Second one, the source code will be provided in the form of TypeScript files, .ts files. Am I clear, everybody? The first thing is you'll be having oops syntax in the form of a TypeScript, and the TypeScript will be provided with the help of the TS. TS stands for TypeScript. All right. Now coming to the next one. Let's see the source. Imported and the current file source can be exported. Are we clear? So TypeScript is capable to import the source as well as export the source. We can import the source as well as we can export the source. Let me explain you how it will be there. So first of all, this is my TypeScript example. For example, I'm going to be having something called as a P3. P3.ts. Now coming here, I can split my window into two parts. I'm going to be creating a new file. In the name of the file, I'm going to be taking something called as a emp module.ts. What do you mean by module? Module is like a package where we can have some code which can be exported, which can be imported. For example, here I'm going to be writing something called as a employee. Now the question is, I want to export this. So you can say export. So what do you mean by export? Export in the sense, this is a source which can be exported to anywhere. So anybody from any place can be exported. Am I clear? So what are we expecting? Something called private, which is need some security, something called as a ename, private, job, salary number. So this is how I'm going to be providing. And I want to fill the details. There are many ways. I can say set details, I can say get details. Public set details. So I'm going to be having something called as a string of ename type, job of string type, salary of number type. So this dot ename equal to ename, this dot job equal to job, this dot salary equal to salary. So here public get details. So coming here, I'm going to be having something called as a cw console.log, something called this dot ename, this dot job, this dot salary. Now I have this data available for your what will be called source. So this is my emp module. Now I want to have this one here. How do I do this one? Import from /emp module. In this, sorry, emp module. emp module.ts. Something wrong. Okay. So here I'm going to be writing. Now what will happen? This employee class which is exported will come here. Now what I can do is let e1 equal to new employee e1 dot set details. Yes, I can say Kiran trainer e1 dot get details. Let e2 equal to new employee e2 dot set details. Something called then. So what is the advantage here is the source, okay, is in separate file which is exported and the file name is module.ts, any name. and it is imported in the P3. Now coming here, TSC P3 node P3. Understand what I'm doing? Can you please confirm? Did you understand the point, guys? Hello.
Yeah, but
So the point here is
yes.
Yep.
the source. The source can be exported and the source can be imported. The name of this file is emp module.ts. Okay, then next one is P3. Right. So I'm giving you in this for your reference. It's not working. Not give a route. So one is
So here both are creating as TS only, right? Both
TypeScript files. Yes. You can import a TypeScript file. You can export a TypeScript source. Okay. So these two files also will be getting. This file is also will be getting. So this is how you can export and import the source. Hello, able to follow, guys?
Yeah. We are just
It's a little.
we are
Yeah,
implementing it here.
I'll give you a few minutes. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's a little fast for me to absorb. So I'm just kind of trying to follow along as best I can. What's the purpose of importing and exporting? I mean, you're exporting and so someone can reuse your code or use the information that comes from.
Yes. For example, if you have a source, that source you want to consume in different files, you'll be writing export. So export course source which can be exported, which can that can be imported by money files. For example, you want to have a calculation. That calculation you want to consume in different files. You need to have something called as a import and export. Am I clear? Reusability is the main purpose.
And reusability. And so if you're exporting something out, you want to import it into that other place, right? To export, and then you have to use that import to get it into the other file or whatever.
That's from source, one source to reusability. Same code can be imported any number of times. Okay.
Okay.
Right. I'll wait for a few more minutes.
I try to put the code into the Typescript playground, and it just flags some errors, and I don't know. I'll just follow along here.
So we have to do the TSC command for both the files now, or
no, not required. Why? Because we are importing, right? One is enough. Not required to have any TSC code on the EMP model. Only the TSC on the P3 program 3. Okay. And run that file. Why? Because that will take care automatically.
we need to all the time we need to write import and export. Otherwise, yeah, import is okay, but we cannot make it as a standalone central module where we can call it.
No, until you export, the source cannot be exported. You may have 10 classes. Out of the 10 classes, how many you want to export, you need to tell. Okay. And you need to import them separately. Clear?
Okay.
So any questions you can ask me? So we'll continue only once you clear all the questions. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
Yeah.
we'll do one thing. We'll create one task. Okay. We'll make the object oriented programming syntax more clear. Okay. So can you please confirm once you complete, then I'll take you one real-time task on the OOPS syntax using TypeScript. Okay, I'll wait for a few minutes. Please confirm once you complete.
Yeah, I'm done.
Everybody done, right? Hassan, any questions you have?
Just wanted to say I'm done.
Done. Okay. Right. So guys, we'll have one real-time task. OOPS task. Banking application. So when it comes to banking application, you're supposed to have a class, something called as a student account class. Okay. So banking application example. So define, or you can say create bank account class. So this is what you want to do. And provide customer name and account balance as data numbers. Create a constructor, takes customer name and account balance as arguments. Define a method and name it as get details to display customer name and account balance. So bank account real-time example with cash deposit and withdraw features. First step is this to be done. Second step is this. Third step is this. Note. Display or log every transaction happened. Any questions? For every real-time example, you will be having something called as a manipulation. Okay, when it coming to real-time task, I want to have a feature called as a cash deposit and cash withdrawal. Cash deposit and cash withdrawal. So can you please confirm, did you understand the task? Shall we start? Hello.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I understand.
So everybody, I want
Yes.
everybody to implement the application along with me. So for example, I want to have bank account module, something called bank account module, bank account .ts. This is bank account .ts, and I want to have something called as a P4. This is what I want to do. Now here I want to have a class called as a bank account, and I want to export this. Coming here, import from /bank account. So class name is bank account. So this is the name of the class we are importing, and this is name of the file where the source is existing. So you have customer. So let customer 1 equal to new bank account. Let's see customer 2 equal to new bank account. I have two customers. The name of the customer is C1 and C2. Sorry, the object names are C1 and C2. Can you please confirm? Are you able to follow?
Yeah.
Right. Now, what are we needed in the class? Customer name and account balance. Customer name, which is string type, and I want to be secured. And account balance, that is number type. Now here, I want to set the details through the constructor. For example, this account belongs to something like Madhavi, and this account belongs to something like Hassan. Now here, Madhavi is trying to deposit 1500 while taking the bank account. Hassan is trying to deposit 2000 while taking the bank account. I believe you are clear. I want to create an object called as a customer one for the data type called as a bank account. The name of the customers will be Madhavi and initial deposit is 1500. Second one, the name of the customer is Hassan and the amount is 2000 rupees. How do we implement? So the name of the class we given, right? So we need to have a constructor. What are we expecting? CNAME, which is string type, account balance, or you can say balance number type. How do I do this one? This dot customer name equal to customer name, account balance equal to balance. And I want to have a get details, right? I'll be writing name, my account balance is. So you can understand that. So what's going to be happening here? First, go and get the account balance bank account class, create two objects. The first object is this one, second object is this with default, and I want to display the details. So TSC T4. Understand it? So slowly we'll implement our task. Guys, take your own time. Once everybody is clear, then all I'll continue. I'm here only. We'll implement this task slowly, step by step. For your understanding, I'm also sharing you the source. One is bank account, TS file. And one is T4.ts file. Why is everybody? I'll wait here.
So Kiran, one question. I think it's erroring out saying like bank account is private, so you defined it as public. Okay.
Which one you're talking?
So, okay, let me share my screen real quick. Okay, so this is my, it's all defined as private, right? Okay, I have to define it as public, otherwise it's
Yes.
erroring out saying you cannot.
Absolutely. Methods and constructors should be always public, okay?
Okay, okay.
Right. Others, I'll wait for a few more minutes. You can ask me any questions. In case, if you are clear, I'll proceed. I'll give the sufficient time, guys. Shall I proceed?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So the question is, if you want to implement a feature like cash deposit and withdrawal. So here is a task. Define a method for get details to display this one. We did this. Now I want to define something called define cash deposit method. Right. How do we do that one? For example, public deposit of what? An amount which I'm taking an argument as number type. So what I want to do is this dot account balance already we have. I want to add with amount. Now, for example, Madhavi, we have 1500. Let's say C1 dot deposit something called 750. It should be 20 to 50. Now C1 dot get details again. C2 dot get details Hassan 2000. C2 dot deposit something called 1000. C2 dot get details. So my question is here, it should be Madhavi details with additional amount and all. Now here, working fine. Now I want to have a log to be given for everything. Whenever you say I want to deposit, I want to give a message. So I want to say that after successful deposit, I want to give a message that console.log. Okay. So here I'm writing amount rupees something called deposited successfully on name. That's it. Here now see we got a log. See amount 750 deposited successfully on Madhavi account, 100 deposited successfully on a Hassan account. Am I clear? Is what I'm telling you? Hello.
Yeah.
Right. This is called log. Now what will happen? It doesn't mean that whatever you deposit it will go. It may not go. There might be some chances. For example, if you are depositing more than 50,000, for example, like say Madhavi is depositing 75,000, it should not happen. There is a limit in the bank that you can deposit up to maximum 50,000 only. Now here the question is, here this is something called as a attempt. What it is? Attempt in the sense whether deposit or not, you're supposed to display deposit request for amount of rupees, okay, into this is something called as a request, whatever it may be, attempt. But status, what is the status? Amount deposited status, amount deposited successfully. Right. So coming here. So here what's happening? Madhavi account open with 1500. Madhavi balance has been become this one like this. Okay. So here what's going to be happening here? amount deposit request for 100 to Hassan account and 100 successfully deposited in 100 Hassan account. So balance is 21,000 like this. Able to understand what I'm telling you guys? Hello.
Yeah. What you are trying to do is attempt is just before.
Yes, absolutely. Whatever you're going to do, I want to give the attempt. Now the thing is, it doesn't mean that every balance will be deposited. There are some rules. So what are the rules? Here I want to check if your amount greater than 50,000, meaning that you're not supposed to deposit. So here status failed, amount exceeded. Daily limit is meet manager. Else, here I'm giving something called everything is fine. I want to do this. So in this case, what will happen? 75,000 should not happen, whereas 100 rupees can happen. So I don't want to give the get details directly. So let's come in here. TSC P4, node P4. What happened? Attempt deposit request of 75,000 into Madhavi account. Here status is failed. Amount exceed daily limit. Please meet manager. And name of the account holder is Madhavi and balance is 1500 only. Are you able to understand what I'm trying to do? Second one, attempt. Deposit request of amount 100 into Hassan account. Status 100 deposited successfully into Hassan account. Any questions? Hello.
Yeah.
So this is how generally a security will be implemented. So this code I'm giving you in the chat window for your reference. So can you please confirm, are you able to follow this example?
Yeah.
I'll do one thing. I'll give you this task in your document, but I'll give you some practice assignment also. Here is a solution. Partial solution. Okay. This is bank account.ps. This is P4. The question is, define cash deposit method, display attempt and status. Now what we need to do, restrict deposit amount greater than 550,000. Second one, step 4, define withdrawal method. Okay, display attempt and status. So restrict when amount is less than balance. Okay, this is what we need to do. Now coming here, what is my intention is, I want to restrict deposit and withdraw on weekends. Understand the point, guys? restrict deposit and withdraw on out of officers. I don't want to allow any deposits and withdrawals on the out of officers. So this is what you need to do. Here, everybody. Hello.
Yeah.
So you have to implement this. Let's copy this. I'll give you this one in the chat window. Anyhow, I'll upload this one for your reference. I cannot send any document here, right?
You can send it.
No,
Chat
I don't
window.
have privilege. I don't have privilege.
Okay.
So coming here, if you remember the previous example, how to check what is the current time? How to check is it working day or not? So I'll give you small examples for you. Program to check date and time. How do we do that one? Very simple. Variable d equal to new date. This will give you the current date and time values. D dot get hours. We'll get the hours. Get minutes. Get seconds. And what I'm trying to do? Date. To follow what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, you are getting from the date you are getting the
Yes.
month
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely. This is, you need to use it for your reference. So the question is,
holiday.
yes, day of the week. How to display day of the week? D dot day, get day. You'll be getting 0 to 6. You'll be getting. Today's Friday, right? You'll be getting 5. Now the question is, program to check weekday or weekend.
Here 1 to 5.
Absolutely. D equal to 0 or D equal to 6. Today's weekend. Am I clear what I'm trying to do?
Yeah.
Right. Next. Program to check current time is working hours or not. How do I do this one? Very simple. R greater than or equal to 9 o'clock in the morning and R less than or equal to 17 officers. Right? Understand is what I'm trying to do? Out of officers. You can take this reference for your program. Clear? Hello.
Yeah.
So this document I'm sending in the group, you'll be getting in your notes. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So thank you so much. 1 second. Hope we are clear, right? Any questions, guys? I'm sorry. You have any questions? Hello, you have any questions?
No questions.
Right. So next class, we are entering into Angular project structure with a TypeScript. Then we'll be also covering this additional concepts of TypeScript parallelly with Angular. From next class onwards, we are directly working with Angular. So thank you so much. Bye for now. Good night, guys.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.